Hello everybody, it's Gemma here from madebygemcrafts.co.uk. Thank you for watching again today. In my last video I made this little box card for you, which just opened out like so. And so I was thinking about what to put the box card in to give it to your recipient this Christmas. So I come up with this box here, and I've used the envelope punch board for it. I've got a little belly band on here to hold it shut, and I've also made this paper bow on top, which I'll be showing you how to make, which looks really fancy but is really simple to do. So if you just slide this off like so, pop that down, and then it just opens up on the top, and you can just slide out your box card like so. And this one I made using the Presents and Pine Cones designer series paper, which also comes from the holiday catalogue this year. And inside here I just made a little tiny cube and popped some twine around it to look like a present on the inside. I thought that looked quite cute. So you just fold it back up, and then you can pop it into your box like so. Just want to give it a little wiggle, and just fold these back over and stick the belly band back on, and it's all good to go and give to your lucky recipient at Christmas. So if I pop that out of the way and cart that one over there, today I'm going to make one that matches the Candy Cane Lane box that we made on the video the other day. So for the base of the box I've got a piece of cardstock which is 10 inches by 10 inches, and this is cherry cobbler. And then I've got some strips of the pattern paper. I've got one here which we're going to use to make the belly band. This is 1.5 inches wide by 15 inches long. So what I've done is, owing to the fact this has got a pattern on it, I had to match it up, do a little bit of jigging around, and then glue two pieces together to get the 15 inches that we need to go around the box. And then these strips here, I've cut these ready to go. These are what we're going to use to make our gift bow on top. So if I just mine these out of the way for now, we don't need these at the moment. And our belly block. And I'll bring in my envelope punch board here. We shall start with this. So to start with, all I'm going to do is I'm going to line the edge of our card up at the 2 3/4 inch mark here, and I'm going to punch and score, just obviously taking care not to come off the end of my punch board here, because obviously the cardstock is much bigger. And then we're just going to go around on all four sides at 2 3/4, punching and scoring. There we go. Excuse me. So once you've done all four sides, you're going to take your card, turn it over, and you're just going to repeat the measurement again. So you're going to line up to 2 3/4, punch and score, and now you will see that your score lines will start meeting up. There we go. Just repeat that all the way around for your four sides. Sorry, this is a little awkward for me, so I normally stand up to do this, and the cardstock is a bit thicker to get through. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So once you've been around and done all four sides, all you're going to simply do is you're going to bring it over to this side here, so you've got this line lined up with your little pointer here, and we're not going to punch this time, we're just going to go along and score across our little corner here to join up our score lines for the folds on our box to make the top of the lid. There we go. Like so. And then you're just going to turn this around so I can get to it, and then we're just going to round off the corners like so. There we go. There we go. Then we can take our punch board out of the way. Let's get rid of that. So we can pop that out of the way. And there we go. We have our punched and scored cardstock. So all we need to do now is go around and give all our score lines a fold and a nice burnish down. And as you can see, they've all met up and joined up, where we've gone on one side of the cardstock and then flipped it over and gone on to the second side. There we go. And we're just going to do our top flaps as well here. Do them both ways. One way and then the other. So it folds up nice and easy. Right, okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of cutting out. So what we're going to do is to remove some of the bulk of the box, because you can, if you'd like to, or if you use a piece of the pattern paper instead of using cardstock, which you can do, you can bring over your sides to meet and simply fold it together. But as we're using cardstock, it does make it a little bit bulky. So what I do is we take out a section of this triangle that we've got on all four sides. So all I do is I simply cut down this side here quite carefully, because that's the edge of our box, down to the middle there. And then we just want to find roughly halfway across this triangle and cut down to the centre point here and take that away. So we just want to do that on this side as well. So, and then we just turn it round. I'm going to repeat it on the opposite side here as well. So we're going to cut down to the middle. Find our rough centre and cut that down. And then we're just going to do the last one here. There we go, and just cut down to there as well. So there we go, we have our cutting done. Okay, and now you can see, just fold those in. Another thing you can do is just snip these corners off, because otherwise, as you can see, they do actually meet. So if we just snip them off, you won't see them still inside of the box, like so. You see that just sits quite nice and flush when they sit together. Now they won't be touching and there won't be any bulk of extra cardstock in the way. So now all we need to do is use our wet glue. Just going to use some Tombow, and we're going to put it on the inside of this flap here and we're going to bring it over to pop our box together. I'm going to put a nice amount on. I want to make sure it's nicely stuck. I'm going to do 2 sides at a time. Like so, and you're just going to bring this over and down like so, and line up the side here. You can see just there. And then you're going to repeat with this side. Bring it together and line it up like so. And then for this one, you can pop it on its side. So you're just going to run your glue up here, all over your tab, like so. And you can just bring this down so close it there, like so. And just pop that down. Pop your hand in just to give it a good squish down and make sure it's glued firmly in the right place, like so. Here we go, and there we have our box done and ready to go. So now we just need to pop our belly band on. So if you just push your box closed, as I said, this is 15 inches long and it's 1.5 inches wide, and we're just going to lay it across the top here, and we're just going to gently with our fingers crease across the top of the box here. Bring it down, and again just gently creasing it with our fingers, because we don't want to put it on too tight, otherwise we won't be able to remove it to get into our box. Just gently creasing it, and we can bring them together to meet here, just like so. As you can see, there's a little, I've got a little bit of a gap. And put it tighter if you want to. I think there's about good. So then you can just pop some glue on this side to glue it shut. Like so. Line that up nicely. There we go. And that's our belly band done. So if we just pop our box over to one side for the moment, I will show you how I've made our gift bow on top here. So here's my strips of patterned paper. I have got 4 strips that are 7 inches by 3/4 of an inch, and I've got 4 strips that are 5 inches long by 1/2 inch wide. And all I've done is I've used some of the red sticky, super sticky tape straight down the middle of our little strips here, because we're going to bring our sides over to join just in the middle on either side, like so. So I'm just going to give these a curl with my bone folder so they come over and join without creasing, because you want to keep it in a nice loop without a crease. So I'm just going to give them all a quick curl. And then we're going to take our tape off in the middle, and we're just going to join that halfway across our tape in the middle on one side, and then we're going to bring the other side. Oh, I didn't cut that one very well, but that one is going to join up just there in the centre, like so, and you're just going to repeat that for all of your strips. Just going to bring them over to meet together in the middle with a nice loop on either end. The only problem with the red tape, it's very sticky, it sticks to everything, even the backing. So that's 3. And 4, that's the last of our big one there. And we're just simply going to do exactly the same with our small ones. Going to give them a curl. Like so. And you can have a lot of fun with this because you can mix and match your paper. It's the joy of it being a double-sided pattern paper. There we go, and then you've got your small ones. Now today I have got my glue gun out again, my trusty glue gun, and hopefully today I won't be burning myself again like I did in my last video. Yes, my fingers have recovered now. But you could use a stapler to put them together, or even wet glue. You just probably take a little bit longer for them to stick together. Because I'm obviously doing this on camera for you, and I need to try and keep it as quick as possible, that's what, hence I'm using my glue gun. So I'm just going to put a blob of glue on the middle here, and I'm going to lay this one on top like a cross, like so. I'm just going to repeat that with these two. Nice blob of glue in the middle. Make it into a cross. So if we do that with both sizes, these are actually quite quick to put together as well. They do come together quite fast, like so. So we have our crosses. So all we're going to do now is layer up our crosses. So blobbing glue on there, and we're just going to pop that at an angle just on top there. Hold that in place for a moment. Push down. And stick our small ones together in the same way. Across there, and then we're just going to stick our smaller one onto our bigger one on the bottom, like so. Now a blob of glue, just like so. We're going to push that down to layer that up, and then here I've got a circle of card that I punched out with the 1 1/4 inch circle punch. So we're just going to flip this over, a nice blob of glue on here, and we're just going to push this down in the centre. That's just to give us something to attach to our belly band on the back of our bow. Just hold that down in place for a moment. You give these a little push up as well. in case you've got a little bit flattened down. And this little one we are just going to pop in the middle. Just going to use some wet glue for this one because I would definitely burn myself trying to put some hot glue on there. So we're just going to pop our little circle in the middle, like so. Then I've got some of the basic rhinestones, and I'm just going to pop one of the biggest ones just in the centre there, like so, just to finish off our little gift bag. And then we can bring in our box, and then you can use wet glue to put this on. I'm just going to use a nice blob of hot glue just to stick that to the belly bar in the belly band in the middle. Push it down like so. There we go, and then we can just slide this off, she says, gently, gently. It's still a little, there we go. Just slide that off and then just give that a pinch down in the middle, just to make sure it's stuck on nicely. So I do have a little quick tip for when you're using your glue gun. If you end up with some of these little straggly wispy bits of glue from using your glue gun, the easiest way to fix that is to grab your heat gun tool. I will warn you, I'm going to give a blast of my heat tool, so mind the volume if you're watching, and then just turn it on. There we go, a quick blast over the top, and that gets rid of all the wispy, cobwebby bits of glue, of the hot glue that are stuck to your project, like so. So no wispy bits anymore. So now we can pop our box inside our box, like so, and that fits in there just lovely. Close that down, pop our belly band back on. There we go, line it up in the middle, like so. It's getting a little cool. There we go. There we go. And there you have your gift box with your lovely card inside, ready to go. So thank you all very much for watching today. I will put any measurements that you will need on my blog, which is www.madebygemacrafts.co.uk. You can find me on Facebook as well, which is www.facebook.com/madebygemacrafts, for more pictures of our project today. And I will be back with another video soon. Thank you, bye bye.